Well, good morning. Oh my gosh. Sorry I missed yesterday. I had a touch of the flu. I got a little bit of a stomach bug and I wasn't sure where I got it from. I had to take my husband to the hospital on Monday morning, and fully expected to be fine the next day, but I wasn't. So I ended up taking a little bit more time off. And thanks for cutting me some slack. Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, not very nice, I can tell you. I slept almost for 2 days, but I feel a lot better. I'm back in my body, and I'm back feeling good. Part of it was just going. I think I've been full tilt for so long that I just finally my body's in the throes of getting better. As you can tell, I still have quite a scratchy throat. I will do my best to make through this. But yeah, that stomach bug, ooh, hasn't been fun. But here we go. And I feel a lot better today than I was yesterday. Yeah. So I do have a couple people that have requested a stone this morning. So, Debbie Miller, this one's for you. I know you're starting your day off with with lots of stuff going on. Holy lordy. But it's number one today. You're sitting in the number one. It's a beautiful spot to be sitting in. Actually, it's calling on you to have a different perspective as you're walking in throughout your day. I know that you're preparing for this event that you're doing today, and I just want you to know that everything that you think is going to happen is going to have a different spin. Actually, I see a different outcome of what was in the galactic energy. Something's happened and shifted the responses that's going to happen today. So look to the good, look to the positive today, because I have a feeling that the cards are going to kind of stack in your corner. So that's kind of what it feels like. A lot of power, a lot of strength today. And that's the back of the stone. So I hope that really helps you, and I hope it's true. And you're also sitting in the northwest. You're sitting and seeking. You're seeking judgment. You're seeking um, the legal system to help you out. You're seeking um, the things that are right for the people that you love, and you're seeking that wisdom, that knowledge, so that you can step into that care role and that beautiful energy that you are looking for, and it's actually being knitted together today. So I like I said, I do see a positive outcome today for you. So please let me know, and I'm sending you so much love today. Also, you are sitting in I had to pull a card and the card fell down. It's interesting. I pulled one card and it went back in, and then this one popped out. So we're going to go with this one. You're sitting in the stranger of curiosity. So when you walk in there, listen to the words that are being spoken between the lines. There are things being said that actually have an impact later down the road. So really, I would take a notebook if I were you, and I would write down certain things that are just spirit will tell you which ones to write down. Just write little things down, either a word or a couple of words. It doesn't have to be the whole sentence, but write little things that are down just to spark your memory because things are going to get kind of twisted up today, and that's you working with spirit and allowing spirit to actually pull a teaching in for you. Hmm, that's interesting. Okay. Good morning, Kim. How are you doing today? And welcome. Kim is sitting in. I know this. The cycles of natural law. It's funny because when I put my hand in, and it literally fit right around my fingers, I knew instantly which stone that was. But you're calling in abundance today. You are literally calling in abundance. There's going to be a financial gain coming your way, like literally a huge financial gain. Something has shifted. Something opened up for you, and reap the rewards of it. So pay attention to what is calling in, and you're also sitting in relationships. Um, when I look at the relationships in this, is relationships not just with yourself or with your partner, but also relationships with finances. There's almost like a financial, I don't know what it is, but there's something big finances that are going to come into play today. And you're going to go, holy smokes, why didn't that happen a long time ago? But there's a doorway just opened for you to receive. I can almost see you and Lee almost shifting roles, because I can see that maybe he's going to step back and do other things, but you're going to step in and become the primary breadwinner. I see that type of a shift coming, and a lot of people are going to hear and see you, and this is going to be a big shift in your life of financial abundance. Ooh, I can't wait. And you're also sitting in the horned cactus, which is resourcefulness, which is exactly what I'm talking about. Those think of all the things that have been those thorny things that you couldn't get through. Well, they all have fallen off now, and you've walked into the light of that cactus, and you walked into the nourishment of inside it, and it literally is going to shift your entire being. All these people who have been seeking out the seeking, they are now going to be gravitating to you. As your energy has shifted, so has the beautiful abundance that comes with it. Ooh, that's a good one. Hey, send some of that my way. I like it. Luisha, good morning, my dear. You are sitting in Grandmother Karen. May I have a stone? You absolutely can. And I hope you had a good date yesterday. I slept most of the day. Luisha, you're sitting in 5 and 10. 10 is sitting in, oh man, pure intellect and measure. And what does that mean? Pure intellect and measure is all about judgment, judgment on yourself, judgment on others, judgment on, and trying to live up to everybody's expectations, but also putting the damper on yourself. I want to be, and sending your own personal energy out. I want. So I want you to pay attention to that phrase. I want, I was, I am, I'm doing. When you say it in those terms, you are putting an attachment to the outcome. So I want you to feel better. So great. I'm glad that you want me to feel better. But how about, I hope that you feel as good as what you are meant to be in this space. It's just learning to rephrase that, because we don't want to push our energy onto someone else. And sometimes people need to fall down to get back up. So don't be the rescuer today. And it's asking you to sit in that pure intellect and measure. Allow yourself to work on yourself, and don't worry what other people are doing. Let them work on their self. Some of them have to fall down to get back up. Just like a little kid, right? They're going to fall. You also could be sitting in a little bit of defeat today. I feel like I'm trying my best, and I feel like no matter what I'm going for, I just feel kind of bummed about it today. That maybe you didn't get the responses you were hoping to get from whatever it is. And allow that, and that's being attached to that outcome when we do that. So allow yourself just to sit back and kind of sit on your heels a little bit today, and not get too emotionally involved or drained from emotions today. Really sit back today. Be the observer. The fool's embrace, which is exactly right, which is the transmuting pain. So this is, so what is happening here is this little guy is taking in everyone else's pain. He's bringing it all in, but then he's reading it in his own body, as opposed to allowing others to read their own stuff. He's taking everything in. I'll hold it for you because I'm going to rescue you, and I'm going to hold all the pain for you because I love you, and I'm not going to allow you to feel anything yourself. You're going to be fine, and I'm just going to sit and suffer. And it's asking you, please don't do that anymore. Allow others to actually fall down. Allow others around you to feel their pain, because that's what their journey is. You can't save everybody. You can't change everything. So just allow yourself the flow of it, and just gently support in the background, quietly in the background. So sit back on your haunches and allow everyone else to kind of do what they're doing. And then just quietly, I'm here if you need me. Okay. Thank you. It's a big day for you, Luisha. Excuse me. Boy, my throat's sore. Antoinette. Hi, Grand Rising. Ooh, Grand Rising. I like it. I haven't heard that one for about a year. I have Stephanie used to always say "Grand Rising" when she was doing one of her mastermind classes. So Grand Rising to you. So 5 and 1 is 6. 6 on the earth count is spirit, spirit. And I do say spirit, spirit, because spirit of all the ancestors, spirit as we know it, your spirit guides, angels, all different realms of spirit support is with you today. You actually are really held and really supported today. And everyone, it might feel like you got a whole big troop behind you following you along today and helping you in clearing your path, because everything that you start doing is just going to shine. It's going to seem quite easy today. Things are going to come naturally for you. The day should shift by really fairly quickly at a nice even pace, and you're not going to feel like you're really conflicted or fighting anything. Well, that's because spirit's kind of mowing the path for you so you can get going on doing what you're looking for. You also have confrontation. You have something coming up which is going to require you to actually speak your truth, and speak your truth with neutrality when this happens. So someone's going to confront you today. It's actually in the background. Spirit will be standing there behind you, all your troop behind you, as you sit, and then ask them to take the quick emotion of arguing back away. So I don't want to argue right away. I just want to take a breath, allow spirit to support me, and then speak my truth with neutrality. But speak your truth. Don't beat around the bush, because you want to make sure they hear you clear, and then ask for clarification. What did you hear me say? And if they come back with something a little bit skewed, a little bit different, then you can say, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, repeat it again, and then have them repeat it back. If you don't do that, you could have a miscommunication, which could cause problems down the road. So you want to make sure you're very clear and very precise that they're hearing what you're saying. Ooh, that's a pretty good one, actually. Um, so then you're also sitting in the full mind, the mindful and the group think, which is exactly what I'm talking about. There is that collective energy, but they're going to be hearing your words differently. So, and that's all in perspective, right? So, if I was to say something to somebody, my husband, I'll give you a prime example, I'll tell him something, and he'll have disconnected certain words that I said, give it a wrap up, and then give me the short circuit of, oh, well, I said blah, blah, blah. And that wasn't what I meant at all. So I make him repeat it, make sure he looks at me so he knows, please look at me when I'm talking to you, because I need you to hear this. It's important. So really get your communication skills up today. You're going to need them. Okay. Um, let's see who else I got here. I got quite a few people on this morning. Thank you for understanding me being away for a few days. I appreciate that. Rhoda, Rhoda. Good morning, my dear. And you are sitting in 5, 10, 15. 15 is the collective consciousness of all humans. There's going to be a lot of chitter chatter around you today. You're going to hear and feel the collective energy that's going to be kind of stalking over top of you today. I would limit my Facebook time. I would limit my social media time. I would limit my phone access time, and actually back off a bit from all of that. Because if you don't, it will be very easy for you to get wrapped up in the turmoil that is happening out from the collective. A collective, excuse me, the collective energy can overpower, and then you can be picking up emotions and things like that that is actually not yours to carry. So it's asking you just to step back from the collective today, because if you don't, you're going to get overwhelmed by it, and you're also sitting in loneliness. So part of the pulling back, which suits when you pull back your energy, and I'm not going to be a part of the active collectiveness. I'm not going to go on social media. I'm not going to do all these things I normally do. But you are also going to have a little bit of withdrawal, because I'm so used to reaching for my phone. I'm so used to hearing that ding ding and then answering right away. It's asking you to please stop just today, just set back, because if you don't, you are going to get overwhelmed. But by turning everything off or not answering things, it can put you in a little bit of anxiety, and you can feel disconnected from everybody, which is exactly what you're doing. You're disconnecting from the collective. But this is important for your soul self too, to have a break, because it's telling you you need a break from that. It's also sitting on the feast of plenty, the choices and their consequences. So that's what happens when we get overloaded. When we get overloaded, then we're easier to keep that overload coming. But if you break it and you go, you know what, I'm not going to be overloaded today. I'm going to back off. I'm going to do what's just right for me. I'm going to keep my little circle really, really tight. I'm not going to get locked into that big circle because I need some time to recuperate. I need my body some time to unwind and go into the know nothingness, into that internal body speak, if you will. So sit in the silence of the mind today for a while. Don't have anything on, no noise, no nothing. Go outside, lay down for 1 hour, and lay down on the grass and just talk to the grass. That's all you got to do. It can be really hard, but I can tell you that it goes quite quickly. It starts off really slow, but it really speeds up. So I would recommend you try that today. I hope you have a good day. Mr. Lee, hello, Lee. It was wonderful having you yesterday in my class. I really appreciated it, and I hope that you're doing okay today. So today is 5, 10, 15, and 1 is 16. 16 is a good day. This is the great teachers. So the great teachers are popping in going, hello, there's information for you. And you just started this wonderful journey, and this tree of life is going, I'm on fire. Everything's waking up, and all cylinders are going here. So let's see what the teacher is. And it is going to be amplified today, whatever it happens to be. You're sitting. I'm sorry, Lee. You're sitting in the north. You're sitting in fear. Um, so the what's happening and all the awakening and all the stuff can be maybe a little bit overwhelming today. Oh my gosh, I can't do, and I'm sitting in the fear of it. And I'm going to ask you to honor the fear today. Don't do anything that don't do any of your homework that I gave you yesterday. Do nothing today. Allow yourself to understand the fear. Feel what it feels like in your body. And that's your assignment is to look for what's going on in your body today. And as you sit in the resistance, what am I resistant to? What am I afraid of? What am I peeling back? What am I afraid of exposing? What is it that you're afraid of? Nail it down. And you could have 5, 10 things. You may have one thing, but whatever it is, keep writing it down so you're aware of it, but do nothing about it today. All you have to do is be aware of it and deal with tomorrow, because you're sitting in this energy today and the great teacher of fear. If you tried doing the homework that I gave you yesterday, you tried doing that today, you're going to get a totally opposite result of what you're looking for. So just turn it inward. What am I afraid of? And how do I move forward on that? But I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to feel it in my body. So, and you're sitting in overflow, which is exactly what I just talked about. The overwhelm and the plenty. The overwhelm. I'm a little bit overwhelmed of everything that I heard yesterday. I'm a little bit overwhelmed of where this healing process is going. I'm a little bit overwhelmed right now of watching others navigate as well. Not only myself, but of others as they're doing it. So I'm a little bit in overwhelm. And when we're in overwhelm like that, we need to have a day of self-care. So that's why I'm saying just stand back, do the little bits, feel it in your body, understand where the fear is, and let it go. Because that's what you have to do. Name it, claim it, let it go. And if you can do that today and not worry about the big picture of your homework and all that stuff, you got 3 weeks. Don't worry about it. Just back off today and allow those feelings. Antoinette, you are, oh dear, I'm so sorry. Yeah, thank you. I'm sending much love and prayers. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So, yeah, Charlie is doing much better though, and the physiotherapist happened to say that he is well advanced of what they thought he would be after the stroke. So I'm pretty thrilled about that. So yeah, but yeah, we got a tough row ahead of us, but we're doing it together, and I got lots of support. So thank you for that, and I appreciate your comment. So Antoinette, you are sitting in. You already did you. I already did you. Oh my word. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Mary. How are you today? Ah, gosh, I'm getting back in the ball here. So 5, 10, and 2 is 12. 12 is the planets, all the planets. It's everything. It's the Milky Way, it's the planets, but it's your seed self is actually calling you in right now, and it's asking for organization. what am it's looking for you to organize something. I need you to get rid of clutter in one area. All it's saying is one area, whether that be pulling out one drawer in your kitchen or one drawer in your bedroom. It doesn't matter. Do one small thing and get it organized. And tomorrow, do one small thing and get it organized. Do this for every day for a month. And at the end of it, you will have 30 things that are organized, and you haven't really exasperated yourself or overwhelmed yourself in it. So one thing today, get it organized, and then move on to the next thing tomorrow. Don't take it like I've done this before. Do one thing, and then that one thing, all of a sudden I've got a whole mess because I pulled everything out to make room for that one thing, and I've created chaos around me. And it's asking you not to do that. Do tiny, tiny, tiny bits today to get through that organization. And now you're sitting also in pain, a little bit of pain. It could be physical, but it could be emotional. And I'm not sure which one is really calling in because I'm getting a blank. Isn't that interesting? I'm getting the word pain, but I'm not seeing where it's coming from. I'm going to see if the card gives me some more information. And you're also sitting in me talks, repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Okay. So all of it. So body, mind, and spirit, when you bring in that avenue of it, what's happening is you are bringing in pain through the body. So my body is in physical pain. My mind is spinning, and I'm actually I can see almost having a headache from that. And then my spirit, I'm exasperated. I'm just so tired. It's like I've just kind of been beat up. I've been through a war, and I'm just done. And so that is what you're sitting in today. And this is self-care day, okay? Really self-care day. I'd call in sick from work if you can afford it. I literally would sit back and try to get some sleep, try to get some rest, a bubble bath, do things for self-care today. And if you can't do that, whenever you get a chance, stop and do something for self-care today. Really a day of self-care. It's important. Okay, Deb here. Hey, Deb, red circle with a D. Deborah. Hey, Deb. Okay. Ooh, Deb is sitting in 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 of the earth count sits in the center of the medicine wheel. It's interesting. That is death, conclusion, and rebirth. Something's ending and something's beginning. But it's almost like it's a project. But I almost see you in a helping form as opposed to the initial person doing it. I'm supporting someone who is going through a change, and I'm the support person for that change of whatever it is that's switching up for them. Continue doing that, continue supporting them, and just allow that to happen. But it's that big shift is happening for them, and you are more of a caretaker supporter in that energy. And you're also sitting in the physical, so you're going to be physically active, trying to help them with that switch up, almost like they're moving, or they're switching jobs, or there's a big change in that person's life, and you're the supporting factor in that. But it's requiring you physically to do something to support them, not just, oh, we'll chat on the phone or we'll text each other. It's really you're physically in their presence, helping them do whatever it is that switch is. And you're also sitting in the horseman, the herald of chance. So in this role that you're going to be playing today of supporting someone else, it's going to open another doorway for you. Someone on the back end is going to witness this and see this. And as they are doing that, there's going to be an opportunity come out of all of this for you that you actually had no idea of. And this person is watching from the background. So they are present, but not involved, if that makes sense. That's a really complicated one. That's interesting, though. Can't wait to hear all about that. Um, Debbie Marcellus, good morning, Debbie. Could I have a reading? Absolutely. And I love all your beautiful sun and rose and sunflower seeds, a heart, a happy vase. Wow, what a wonderful day to start. And you are sitting in number 4. Number 4 is that mind, that beautiful mind that sits up here, and you're sitting in balance, but you're also sitting in the animals. But I want to tell you, your recapitulation's coming in really strong. So the recapitulation animal is the animal of the mind. And your animal is busy today, because I see you analyzing, figuring out, not necessarily sitting in balance. You want an answer for everything, and you're not just sitting in the flow of it, of just, oh, well, it is, it just is. You need to know it just is. And I'm going to ask you to just help your recapitulation animal out a little bit and calm your mind. So I put on some music, just really sit down into that vibrational energy of healing, of relaxation, because that recap animal is super busy trying to keep your mind going in one direction, because I can see it wanting to go all over the place. And you're also sitting in sex today. So sex is number 6. Sex doesn't always mean the act of sex. Sex is meaning supporting your own self, supporting your needs, your masculine and feminine, balancing everything out. And that's exactly what's happening with your mind. You're spinning in 1,000 directions, and we just need you to not have so many balls in the air, to kind of slow it down a little bit. But now have that bubble bath, have that care for self, and do something, maybe some beautiful aromatherapy, something that really, really calms you down, and allow that feminine of you to just shine through today. You're also sitting in yourself, yeah, in skywriting and fates. That is sitting in the flow of the skywriting. So, skywriting, this is an interesting thing to do. So, I just want you to take a deep, when we are done, turn everything off. I mean, everything off. And sit by yourself, have a piece of paper and a pen. Put a 10-minute timer on wherever you need, just 10 minutes. And I just want you to start writing. Don't make any sense of what you're writing. Just whatever words come in your head, write it down. And when the first time I did that, I went, this is stupid, coffee, window, blah, blah, blah. I was just randomly. Over time, it started to make sense. And I was starting then to get out of my own brain and allow myself the flow. And I ended up with a really beautiful sentence, a poem that Spirit had given me. So just allow whatever you write to be the right thing, and then read it back to yourself. And what feelings do you get? What emotions do you get from doing that? It's a big day. I hope that helps. Kim, I love it. Thank you. So prairie winds and wildflower. Well, you guys have awesome names. Spiritual arts. Hey, y'all. Happy to see you again. I hope Wednesday is treating you well. Well, for me, Wednesday's just started, but yeah, you bet. I'm looking forward to it. I make mascot costumes too, so I'm making a monkey today. So I get to work on monkey feet all day today. So 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19 of the earth count. Excuse me. That is pure science. This is an interesting one, because pure science is the DNA strands that are in your body. Family stuff could come up today. Family lineages, lines could come up today. There is, and I'm actually picking up a feminine energy, a grandmother energy that's hanging around. But this lady has passed, and the lady is telling you there is something that she didn't heal, but it's actually been reflected in your lifetime, and it's now kind of got passed to you. So I don't know what it is. I wish she was giving me a little bit more information. Let's get back to this stone. I'm going to put it here on the side, because I want to pull the great teacher and find out where that is sitting. And you're sitting in rage. So this woman that I'm seeing, your grandmother image, she is telling me that she was very upset about something. Something really rocked her, and she never got over the anger and the shame of something in her life. But because we carry the DNA strands and the DNA trauma of each other, that you have the opportunity to do that for her. So how you do that, that's a big tricky one. But for now, go into my drum journey music and set your intention of visiting your grandmother and asking her to come in and give you more clarification on this. Once you figure out what it is that she was ashamed of, then you can do the karmic tie cutting for her. On behalf of my grandmother, this is, now I would say my medicine name, but just say your regular name. And I forgive you. I release you. It's no longer mine to carry. And I'm cutting it through all lifetimes and all lineages, so that 7 generation forward and backward can help getting healed for that. It's a big responsibility, and don't take it lightly. It's super beautiful that she has stepped forward and asked for this. You're also sitting in the jeweled web, which is exactly what I'm talking about, connectivity. as you are connecting with this grandmother's energy, and you are helping her release the stuff so she doesn't have to carry it into another lifetime. It's beautiful that she's asked you to do that. I'm honored to have passed on the message. Aho. Um, so Kim, you're most well, blah blah blah. Okay, I'm getting down there. I just lost my mom. Oh, I'm sorry. Last week, my boyfriend of 8 years me last night. I'm a tough cookie and translate to pain, trauma. Yeah. And you know what? I really send my love out to you. And if you need extra help or you just want some support, come join my group. I have a Facebook page. It's called Shamanic Teaching and Healing Services. You might find something on there. If you go onto my website, shamanicreiki.ca, my mind went blank. I've got lots of free stuff too. And as you know, already on the YouTube channel, but there's all kinds of YouTube. And I believe I even have one on grief. I do know that I have a download on grief, and that is in on my website, and it's free. So I hope that helps you. And I'm deeply sorry that that's happening to you. Boy, life can be tough, can it? But let's all support each other and move on. I love you. Lee, I sure am. I know, Lee. I hear that. Um, Thank you very much. You're most welcome, Antoinette. Tashika, pal, can I have a stone, please? Absolutely. Tashika. Ooh, I love that name. It just seems like I see a jaguar when you say that name. So anyway, it's number two. You're sitting in the earth and the many facets of your lifetime. So you see that the rings in a tree, right? That tree of life. How we have all those rings. I go backwards. All the rings, and these rings here, but they represent trauma healed. So that's really interesting because I just just a few weeks ago I did someone and trauma showed up too, only they were sitting in not healed. This is healed, but you also have a couple things that are broken, and the waves are going to get busier and they're going to start connecting. So the little pieces of trauma that weren't healed are all going to get knitted together, and you're going to go, what the heck? I thought I had already tackled this stuff, and there it is again. It's just another perspective, so you can just clean away. It's just like housekeeping, getting rid of that energy that you're sitting in. So it's not overly powerful, but it's still necessary. You're also sitting in death. So that is the death and the rebirth. So allow all that stuff that you don't need to carry, allow it to go. So it may surface again. I'm actually pretty sure it will surface today. And you may find yourself triggered. That's okay. Understand it, name it, claim it, and let it go. And you're going to be just fine. And the watchers are watching. The transpersonal. So what's happening here is you literally are stepping into a new dimension. You are stepping into a new higher vibration, and oh, what wonderful things you're gonna be exploring. So that death of the little stiff that you're getting ready to let go of, this whole new world is opening up to you and all these possibilities, and you're really stepping into your power. So whoa, I love it when people do that. So thank you for that. Um, and Leah Sharam, yeah, okay. She go, okay, Paul. Hello, grandmother. I had a great time. Had a little flashlight, and as far as Mr. Sayer was in the room with me, and I said, yes, I believe, and that was all. It was all Friday night. Wow. I'm so happy for you. I thought of you several times over the weekend. And the, the mansion was beautiful. I bet it was. I'm so delighted that you did that. I thought of you throughout the weekend. I was teaching this weekend. I thought, I wonder how Paul's night went. So thank you for letting me know. You are sitting in the five, that beautiful five. The five is what is it like to be human, which actually gets you into where you are today. So you're the soul self. So you're the same thing. You are this other seed, the self that has come into your body, and you are experiencing life as being human. And you're also being aware of all the different dimensions around you and where you're going. And be very, very present in your body today. Really honor it and honor the idea of what it is like to be human. Really stop for a second and contemplate, what is it like to be human, and what is it that I brought in, and what is it that I miss from my spirit self that I'm not self and allow that human self to get a little bit nourishment from your soul self. It's called the split, but try that and see if that works for you. You're also not sitting in a great teacher today. You're sitting in water, which is allowing that the flow, but it's not asking you to cry. It's asking you to have a shower. It's asking you to get into water today. Submerge your body in water, however that will be. And if you're in a shower, allow it to just rain on your head and just stand there and just let it pour on. If you're in a bath, then get yourself right into the water where you're submerged. Cover your head. Just have your face up like this, and allow all of you to be in water. Because the water is that nourishment that your body's requiring right now. You're also sitting in the winter's dream, the gestation period, which I just said. So what happens is, so when we sit in that, our soul self is now connected into our body and is going, oh man, I'm being contained into this body, this human experience. And sometimes we want to take a little trip back into the spirit world. So again, ask your spirit self, what do I need right now to be whole so that I can sit in this beautiful transformation and allow myself? And it's telling you water. You need water today. Woo! Big one. Okay, let's go back here. Um, and now, good morning, Kat. Could I get a stone, please? You bet. Have a job interview at 11 this morning. Well, let's just keep our fingers crossed for that. So here we go. Oh, you're sitting in 5 and 2 is 7. 7 are the sacred dreams of life. Joy, joy, joy. And it's asking, it's telling you you're going to feel good, uplifted today. You're going to have one of those days where, yeah, I got this. So I'm thinking that job interview, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I'm thinking that job interview is going to be very positive for you. And another another kick at the cat at shining bright. So do some laughter today too. So find yourself, just sit down just for no reason at all. Start laughing out loud. Your cats are going to think you're insane, but that's okay. Just laugh out loud, and then allow that laughter to fill your body, because what happens is it'll fix that tonal vibration. Is going to move that tonal vibration up. Do this before your interview so that you are really hyped up. You are sitting in that positive string of vibrational energy that is positive, and that interview is going to go great if you do that. And not that it's going to fall apart if you don't, but I think it will assist you. You're also sitting in spirit today. So spirit's got your back, man. And you're not alone. You're just simply not alone. And I hope that that helps you. Oh, just I'm not done yet. Oh, I'm not done yet. Let's do this card here. You're sitting in the magician's sword. The confidence in your magic. Have confidence. When you jack up that energy field, know that you are, like, you're probably one of the best manifestors that I know. And so as you're calling in, you can manifest this job, and be very specific what you want out of this job. I want this, 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 and this, and I don't want this, 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 and this, and allow it to come in, and really allow that laughter, bring that energy up. You'll manifest it, and I'm sure you'll get it. I hope that helps. Debbie, that brings tears of joy. Thank you. You're most welcome. Susan, Susan G. Let's see where this is going. Hello. It says message retracted. Okay. But I'm going to give you a stone anyway. I hope you have this 5, 11, 12, 14. So number 14 of the medicine wheel, I'm called not to do the wheel, the earth count. Isn't that interesting? I'm going to do a different one, but I'm going to tell you 14 is the spirit of all animals, but it's asked me to go to the Mayan number and 14, and that is instinct. It's telling you to follow your instinctual knowledge, that deep rooted, heart knowing knowledge. I know how to do this, and my instincts are telling me something, and yet everyone around me is going to be telling me something different. I'm going to ask you to follow your instinct. Your instinct is heightened, it is very aware, and get connected to yourself, because that instinct, that gut knowing is what you need to react on today. And I don't know what it is about, but there's something's going to happen that you need, that your first impulse was blah blah blah. That's what you carry through. You're sitting in the physical today too. That means that I'm working in, I'm moving my body, I'm moving around, but I'm feeling, I'm picking up, in this case, I'm picking something in your feminine side is really, really heavy, dragging you down. In my feminine side is just, I'm really struggling with that. So maybe do something to bring up that feminine side today, to do something. We all have masculine and feminine in us. Just allow that feminine side to really rise today, because it feels like it's dragged down on one side. And you're also sitting in the unmarked trail, the revelation. So, and this is kind of by speaking your truth. So if everything's going one way, everyone around you is acting a certain way, dressing a certain way, doing a certain thing, whatever's happening doesn't fit right in your body, and you're going, but to me, I need to do something different. Follow that instinct and go. Now's the time to go on your own path, to trailblaze. There's other souls waiting for you on that path, but now's the time to break away from where you were and go into a new path. It can be spooky doing that, but it is a good time to do that. I hope that helps. Hello, Brandon. I'm doing just well. Thank you very much. And Brandon is sitting in 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 are the Shinamiya, the keepers of the Akashic Records. Oh, wow. The keepers of the Akashic Records are big, because what they do is they help you in your book of life. They're helping you and bringing people in and circumstances in to help what you have wrote in your book of life to manifest. So process right now. So the best thing for me, the advice that I would give you, is close your eyes and ask the Shinamiya. They're called the Shinamiya. They are the keepers of the Akashic Records. Ask them to help you navigate what you wrote into your book of life with grace and ease, because you wrote something pretty big that is going to happen today. And I'm going to open up here what the great teacher is, which is also in your book of life. You're sitting in patience today. So it's asking you to have patience. It will happen. Things are rolling the way they should roll, not on your timeline, but on Spirit's timeline. And also, they're connecting with your book of life. You planned this, and everything is starting to come together. But it's like we got to put all these pieces together in this pile, put all the pieces in this pile, and put all the pieces in this pile. And while we're waiting for all the pieces to go into place, we get a little impatient. I want it all to happen now. It's telling you to just back off and allow all those things to do. And hold on. So what does Spirit say about that? Well, it's just telling you right now. So it's asking you to slow down, have patience, because things are going to develop. And it's interesting. Of I have a feeling that you want things instantly, and Spirit's telling you ain't going to happen that way. And you're also sitting in the wisp, the will-o'-wisps. Treasures are hidden in the shadows. You've got lots of things happening out there. You got so much potential, but you keep sabotaging yourself. It's almost like things are going good, and then I do something that's going to mess it all up because I want instantly. It's like having instant coffee rather than waiting for coffee to percolate. This is allowing your dreams, allowing yourself to manifest, percolate your dreams so that you can walk forward in it. But don't expect a quick return. Things don't happen that way. And you can't start from A and end up on Z without going through the process. The journey is the teacher. So allow yourself to experience the journey. You're looking for the quick fix, and it isn't there. Wow, that's a big one. Okay, Janet, hey, good morning. Can I get a stone, please? Thanks. You are absolutely, you can. I don't want instantly, but I understand that. Thanks. You're most welcome. So Janet, you're sitting in number 3, which is the plants. But it's asking you to watch today. Watch how you are projecting yourself to the world. Really pay attention to everything that you say, how you repeat to people, how you present to people today, because how you present to people today is going to be amplified. It's almost like there's a spotlight on you, and you're watching things happen around you, but don't let that spotlight reflect badly. So allow yourself, really pay attention to your words today, what you're saying, how you're saying it, and who you're saying it to. And you're also sitting in care today. So that's a big one. When we sit in care and that together, that means that what's happening can turn around and implode on you. So I'm projecting out this way, and all of a sudden is perceive something that I didn't intend on it perceiving, and everything blows up in my face. So really slow down, pay attention to what you're saying, who you're saying it to, where you're going, what you're doing, be aware of your surroundings, and then take care. Slow down and have self-care today. You know what? That doesn't kind of right now for me. I'm going to try it over here. I'm going to be gentler on myself. I'm going to be gentler in kind to other people as well, how I'm speaking and putting forth everything. Somebody might be trying to goat you into an argument, and don't let them do that. You're also sitting into the many many masks, the authentic self, and which is what I'm talking about. So how you're projecting, you're projecting through one mask, but really your other mask is sitting over here of who you really are. Can we take the masks off and actually sit in who you are, walk forward in that with grace, with ease? Even though you don't have maybe a lot of confidence doing that, still try to get the image that you do, because you're projecting confidence, and then allow yourself to sit in the beauty of it. Don't try to hide behind the masks today. Might be a little bit scary, but you can do it. Okay? I hope that helps you. Wow. Okay. God bless everyone. Have an amazing day. You too. East Coast USA, Maine. Oh, I absolutely love Maine and the colors this time of year. So thank you. Thanks, Antoinette, for that. And now I want instantly, okay. Arpita, ARPITA. Hello. Can I get a stone, please? You absolutely can. And this is 5, 10, 11, 12, 13 for you. 13 of the earth count is the spirit of all animals. What's happening with this one is there's an underlying current going on where you're picking up energy around you, but it's big time energy. I would ask you to smudge your house. I've very rarely will I tell people to do that. And if you don't have smudge, because most people don't even know what that is, to smudge your house. But I would just ask you to, if you don't have smudge, I'm just asking Spirit, what can she do if she doesn't have smudge? Just simply get a fan, get some, and it can be anything that you have, and just simply wisp happy thoughts in all the corners. But if you do have smudge, I'd recommend you do that. Smudge can be sage, it can be cedar, it can be Paleo Santo, there's a mugwort, it can be almost anything. But I want you to really smudge into the areas if you can. And if you can't, then send energy to all areas, but go into every corner, every cupboard, every light fixture. I want you to really clear the air in that home today, because you're picking up lots of other energies around you that aren't necessarily for your good. You're also sitting in love today. So when you clean all that, then sit in the back. Love is everything. Love is what the universe is. And when we sit in the higher of just pure love, and maybe send love out to everything, so love into the corner, love into the wall, to the ceiling, to everything that I'm doing, and I'm sending it love. And when you do that, then that ups that vibrational energy of love and allows you to really really manifest. It's a good manifestation day when you're sitting in that. And it's also the crossing, the invitation. So I just want you to walk ahead. That's that invitation to celebrate you, to walk into that unknown, and to clean that room, that energy, the house, where everything around you today. Really send love out. Ooh, 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 ooh. Even when you see people, I'm going to send you love. I'm going to send you love. And when you do that, you literally are lifting yourself into a higher vibration, and then watch it come back 1,000-fold. It's actually a super powerful day for you. I love that. Wow, I think I got you all. I, I'm looking at my little bag here. I've got the earth count in here, and I've got maybe 3 or 4 stones sitting inside here. Other than that, I'm done. So it was perfect. And thank you so much. And I hope everyone has an awesome day. Again, thank you so much for having patience with me. That little bug that I picked up was not fun, but I am on the road to recovery. And here we go. Hubby's doing quite well. Thank you for asking. He's improving daily, and we go see the stroke specialist on December the 3rd. So till then, it's just constantly doing his rehab and getting him up there, getting him moving around, and working on those cognitive behaviors right now of mind and left hand. We need them to work together. So I love you guys. I hope you have an awesome day, and I hope that all your dreams come true. And let's send a lot of love out to that world, because right now the world needs it, don't we? So care for each other. Try not to allow others to divide us, to separate us, to know that spirit really doesn't divide us. The only one that divides us is humans. And let's not play that game. We're better than that. Okay. Aho. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.